What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 4 different grayscale trusts today. We're going to be talking about LTCN for Flower Child, BCHG for Cow, HZEN for Elijah Went Up, and Mana for Crypto Run 24. And we're also going to talk about Clean Spark and IREN for Cow as well. So 4 grayscale trusts and 2 crypto mining stocks. Let's get into it. Yeah, LTCN, we're down this week, right? We're down about 12% so far. I do think we're going lower, you guys. I really do. Once we get this week to close red. Now, again, we do have 1 day left in the week. We're down 12%. LTCN can absolutely move up more than 12% in 1 day. And if it does, the next video would be different. And I know there's a lot of you that hate that. But the thing is, it's harder to predict the future than it is to react with the circumstances you're presented, okay? And if that frustrates you, go ahead and keep trying to predict the future, or listen to people who keep trying to predict the future. You will always find failure. It just happens. It's inevitable. I will be wrong. I've been wrong before. I will be wrong again. Nobody is perfect. If that was the case, they would be stupid rich and people would want to copy their methods. I don't know, man. It doesn't happen is all I'm trying to say. So what I'm getting at is my opinion has shifted over the past few days. I think I made that clear in the live stream that I talked about this, maybe in my last grayscale video. I don't remember. But high here, lower high here, bearish divergence forming. If this week closes red, it still has yet to close red, but I think we have a pretty solid chance of closing it red. If it does, we could very well go all the way back down to about $15.75, $15, $16 in that area. We're at $38 now, and absolutely we could go down there. Abso-freaking-lutely, man. I'm not drawing this perfectly at all. Damn, it's this mouse pad, man. I don't know. It could go, and maybe it doesn't go down there. Maybe it goes just above it, but I'm saying that based off the divergence, that's kind of an expected area that we could see. If we look at this low to high, your 61869 is at $17 to about $15. Again, $15, $16, that area there, where this previous weekly closing high was at this last phase of consolidation. It kind of makes sense. And then also kind of at the base of this area of consolidation. Now there is another area we could find support, which is a little higher, the resistance points, which is also the previous support points. Maybe we find support at 25.27. It just wouldn't make sense given the relevant kind of price action that we've seen. It hasn't been respected as too significant, but maybe we will show respect there. Again, if we look at this low to high, that is right around the 382 area. Oftentimes you do go just below the 382, so we do have a solid chance. All I'm trying to say is finding support around $25. If not, potentially prices even below $15 are on the table. So let's say $14.50 to $26, somewhere in that area is likely where we're going to go. We're at $38.70 now. Do not be swayed or thrown off if we move up from here. We could go back up to $48 and then move down. I doubt that we form higher highs. But it is possible. Next week we could move up. Maybe we finish this week off bullish. Maybe we finish it off bearish. Maybe we open up next week bullish, whatever. But I still think we're moving down. Yeah. Looking at the daily RSI, you've clearly broken this upward structure that you have. You've just broken it, right? So I don't think this is the end of it. It's somewhat of a bullish looking day right here, but look at this bearish looking day. You just reversed it immediately. This thing likes to play games. LTCN is definitely a tricky one. So I think inevitably we're going lower, essentially. If we go up again, we could go up to about maybe $47, $46. We're at $38.70 now, so don't be swayed if it goes up. But inevitably, I think it's $26 to $14.50 is what we're looking at. So that's LTCN. Let's talk about BCHG for Cow. The cow says moo. $13 right now, $13.03. We went down as low as $12. I do think we're going lower. I definitely do believe that we're going to go lower. And again, we could see a bounce maybe up to $18, maybe up to $20. We're at $13 now. Don't let that sway you. I saw a lot of people talking about how they've been making purchases today. Good job, you guys. Good job. Even if we go lower, and I think that we do go lower, good job. Because you know why? From the relative high point here, you bought probably at the highest, 35% down, and then at the close 45%, at the best case scenario about 50%. So you guys are getting in at killer discounts, killer prices, and they're only going to get more killer. That does not mean that you sacrifice your purchases here to sell down here. No, you buy more, right? And not financial advice, do what you want, but it probably does go down. I know some of you are asking where I think it's going to go, and I'm going to tell you that right now. Did I pause the music, man? I've been letting it play this whole time. I do apologize. I know most of you guys like it. Most of you enjoy it, but there are people who find it annoying. I meant to turn it off, but man, I'm just forgetful today. Being that you hit the 3618 area, I wouldn't be surprised if you move back to your 2272 or your 2618, and that is around $8 to $11 essentially. We're at $13 now. We just found a low at $12, so I think going below $11 does stand to reason. It is pretty acceptable, because we're already so close. I don't think that this is the end of it now. I think we're just getting started. But if we look at this thing for what it's worth as well, at the high here, this is at the kind of like support area from this last phase of consolidation, the all-time high area. So rejecting off this area, it makes sense. It's not crazy. It's not uncalled for. The higher prices that I've mentioned in the previous week or two are still there. It's just going to be after this next higher low that we find is all it's going to be. I don't think that we go as low as $5 or $4, but we could, and it would still be fine, but I don't think that we will. I think that $8, maybe just below $8 to around $11 area is probably likely where we're going to go. And if I really had to guess, I think 8 to 10, if I really had to refine that range, $8 to $10 is where I think BCHG is going to go. Let's see. Yeah. Anyways, that's that. HZEN, Horizon Grayscale Trust, looking like it's breaking down as well. Weekly RSI, man, it was beautiful. I think we've talked about this before. It's just been some time, but you could do one of two things right now. Depending on how it looks. Like if this is kind of like a sloped upwards curve of support. Right, if that's the trend line we're finding support on, then we've broken it. If not, if it's a more kind of parallel or like straight line, something like that, maybe we're in this channel. We could find support here, go back up. Maybe we form some bearish divergence, which would result in higher prices than this, another leg up. But then inevitably the next move down would be some kind of correctional phase, consolidation phase for a while. So either way, however you want to look at it, it does look like we probably move down more. But there is hope that we could find support literally like right where we're at now. We've got support back over here. We are still consolidating near the top. Again, the RSI does leave room to go up, I would say, one more time. And if we were to go up, I don't think that we'd reach for $24 or even $20, but maybe something around $16 to $18 could be in the cards. We're at $6.55 right now, so we're talking insane moves in a short amount of time. But if we look at the daily, for what it's worth, it does kind of look like we're breaking down. The daily RSI does look sad. It does look like it wants to go lower. And if this is a consolidation phase, a correctional phase right here, the area that we would expect to go to based off the fibs from a low to a high could be anywhere from like 456 to 273. We put a line right there at the 382, a very common area to pull back from whenever you see strong moves and find support there, to around 273. I've actually got the line at 266. You can see that we found support down here. And again, that's a very common retracement to make after seeing a bullish move like this. So, is the fib drawn on there accurately? I don't know. That is kind of a big wick down. Maybe we take it from this low here. It would still give you similar results and near the bottom of this last kind of consolidation phase. So that would make sense to me. That's kind of what I'm expecting. So I'd say around 280 is probably where you're going to go. 280 to 260, something like that. That's HZEN. And if you go lower, it's probably not going to be by much. It's from that 260 point. If you were to go lower than that, it wouldn't be by much. But just don't panic sell if we get down there. It's okay. Is it a good time to sell now? I don't know. The high was at 10. We're at 655. I don't know if it's a good time to sell now, even if it does go down here, because, again, we could see another move up before going down. And then maybe we don't go down this low. Maybe we hold higher lows. But I would just wait. I don't know. Not financial advice. I would just wait. I wouldn't touch it. If I was looking to sell this thing, I would be like, damn, I missed my chance. Now I'm in it for the long ride. I'll just buy more down here. It'll be a higher low, and then we'll move up. And in a few months, 4 months' time, I will forget all about these nervous emotions that I feel. Mana. I did see a lot of people in Ethan Gallstad's Discord. Shout out to Ethan Gallstad and the boys in the Lions Club there. You know, I saw a lot of people. It seems like you guys are handling this well, and I hope that that's not herd mentality. I hope it's not like. I mean, obviously, if a lot of people are thinking it, it could be construed as herd mentality. But I hope it's not in the sense of like people are in disbelief that it goes down. I just hope it's more like everybody is prepared for it to go down. I know some of you said you didn't have dry powder on the side. I saw a couple comments like that, but. You know, as long as you're not freaked out by this move, you understand that it is crypto. Things go down, things come back up. I think you'll be fine. Don't try to play the game. Not financial advice, but don't try to play the game. Every emotional decision you make in this game will mess you up. If you're feeling emotional, that is how you know to just do nothing. You're too emotional to make a proper decision. Do nothing. Because you're emotional. The decision you make is going to be based on emotions. If you try to go against it, you're going to feel like it's the wrong decision too. So just do nothing. Just sit on your hands. Wait till you're less emotional. Prices might be down. Hindsight, you could have been like, oh, I knew I should have sold there. But man, if you sell it every single time that you should have sold, you know, you're probably not making money. Unless you've got experience doing this stuff, unless you have tested results where you know, you can trade successfully and swing trade successfully. Like that's another thing. But if you're new and you're basing your decisions off of emotions, is what I'm trying to say. That's just not a good way to go about things. So it did seem on the on Ethan's Discord that a lot of people were handling their emotions well, and I hope that continues even as we move down on a lot of these grayscale trusts. That's all I'm trying to say. High here, lower high here, bearish divergence. It's already kind of formed, but you were overbought. Now you're not. The weekly RSI does look good, but it gives room to move down. You know, kind of coming in line with these lows here. I would expect that you go lower. Yeah. So, looking at the daily. Yes, the daily also would give reason to believe that you go down. Looking at the daily here, I would think 1880, maybe $24, somewhere in there. Let's just say $18 to $24. Maybe let's go $16 to $24. A more broad range, specifically around that $18 to $20 range is where I think you're going to go. You're at 37 now, so down and then up. Yeah. Let me look at the 3 hour. I think so. I think you're going down. So yeah, that's that. If mana, however, goes up, things could be different. I don't know though. Still in kind of a consolidation phase itself. The daily RSI does look like it wants to move down. Time will tell. We're at 62 cents right now. You guys, if we move down to like 50 cents, that's okay. It's still a higher low, relatively speaking. It can happen. It's okay. But yeah. Anyways, that's that. If mana goes down, mana on the Grayscale Trust will probably go down as well. And that's all I got for you guys. So if you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. I did not mean to leave the music playing the whole time, but now that it's the outro, we're going to be playing it here. I don't know what's wrong with me and why I can't speak properly, but hopefully it's just, I'm just thinking I sound like I'm stuttering, and really I'm not stuttering, but I have a feeling I did stutter a few times in this video, but whatever. I will see you guys on the next one. Hit that like button. Goodbye. Adios. Bye.